everybody, and welcome back to The New Nasty Boys. I'm your co-host this morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you decide to listen to this thing, Billy DeVore, and sitting next to me is...
Chris Weir. I'm here.
He's here! I saw my headphone in, I was like, we already checked the levels, we're good, we're ready, baby. How are you?
Doing pretty good, buddy. Doing real good.
Real good?
Yeah, real good, man. I'm in the zone right now, feeling great.
You look great.
I'm all with it.
Yeah. You look like you're a real alpha right now.
A real alpha. All my tea. I got some big tea right now.
Big T? What about TNA, baby?
Oh, it's there too.
Oh, you better
I do have some bit of that tea for sure.
The tea?
Mm-hmm. No way. I got plenty of the tea.
Good to hear, man.
Yeah, how about you?
Wonderful.
You doing good?
I'm good. I'm happy to be home. Left Thursday at noon. I was on the road. Went to Chicago.
Yeah, buddy.
Did a show at the Annoyance Theater. I think that it's called the Annoyance Theater because people were annoyed to even show up. They're just like, no, thank you.
They had some other stuff to do?
I guess so. It sure seemed like it because, Josh Jung just hit a homer.
Oh, yeah?
And I put money on it today that he would get a hit today.
Congratulations.
Thank you. They were just so to be. There were three audience members.
Ooh, that's rough. I've been in those situations.
Yeah.
And you guys stuck through and did the show?
Yeah, I just got wildly drunk.
Yeah, well, that's good. If you know you're going to get paid, that's fine. But yeah, doing those, that's such a bummer.
Yeah, I got paid a few bucks, and then I was like, you know what? I'm going to drink all of this, and I'm going to drink all the Malort. I'm in Chicago. I'm going to drink this mentholy jet fuel.
What's the beer?
Oh, Malort. It's a liqueur. So it's like a rite of passage in Chicago. It's like a...
I think you were telling me about this before.
Yeah. And it's finally coming to Ohio. A couple places are going to have it this week.
Okay, I have to give that a shot when it comes back, quite literally.
Hey,
come on.
That was beautiful. Yeah, no, it's not great, but it's the tradition. So I had a lot of that. And then my buddy and I, who came out, Danny Rocket, friend of the pod, San Ranto podcast, he scored 4 tickets for $24 to Wrigley. We walked in, went to the third base foul pole, and sat down in $150 seats, starting from the 7th on.
Nice.
Just chilled, watched it, and watched Mookie turn that incredible double play at short, and then watched, I think it was James Outman hit a grand slam, and then we left and hung out. Dude, they have ball hawks over the left field wall.
Ball hawks?
Yeah. So ball hawks, it's just dudes standing there with gloves. And if a ball leaves the ballpark, these dudes are just running and getting it.
I'm sure they're getting those balls in between where they're getting some puss, right? These guys have to be, some real lady killers, I imagine. Dudes in their 30s hanging out with like their old softball gloves. Just, it's gonna come, man.
I'm gonna get it. This one dude was in his probably like mid to late 20s. And you could tell he was getting all the pussy because he showed up on a one wheel. Yeah.
Unicycle?
Yep. Well, the thing that you like lean.
Oh, like the motorized thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Because he's fucking.
Oh, he has to be.
He has to be. I don't know anyone who has one of those, and I look at him and I go, "You're a virgin." Never.
Yeah. You're not taking anybody home with that one wheel.
Well, yeah, you could. Just put them on your shoulders.
Yeah, that would be nice, man. That'd be pretty baller if you got a lady on your shoulders with that device.
Yeah. The one wheel, the twin bed of transportation.
And then get her to have a ball glove, too. It really helps you out, get all those other, all those other foul balls or home runs.
Absolutely. Very cool. And then did shows in Rochester, Minnesota. Went to Target Field on Saturday.
Oh, baby.
Dude. Target Field is great. Eat it. You can taste the leftover hot dogs I had.
Yeah, I can taste that bratwurst.
Yeah. Oh my God. The idea of leftover hot dogs, where I made hot dogs and then said, I made too many, put them in the fridge, and then ate them again the next day.
Oh, that's great.
No, it was, dude, have you been to Target Field?
I have not.
It's great.
Tell me about it.
It's an amazing ballpark. They had, it's in the middle of downtown.
Okay.
Which is great. Anytime you have a ballpark in the middle of downtown, I'm like, you are doing it right. Great concourses, amazing views. It was easy to get around. Killer gift pro shop. Made of Franken food. You'll see the video eventually when I get to editing it. tons of different amenities, and I had the best Bloody Mary I've ever had.
Oh yeah?
And I showed you the pic, but it was a Bloody Mary, and then it had some cheeses, a pepperoncini in it, and then it had 3 different types of sausage.
That's really cool. For a while, I was hating like how just kind of like wackadoodle like people were getting like their Bloody Mary stuff and like their garnishes. But having different sausages that you can eat while you're eating your Bloody Mary, that's brilliant.
It was so good.
Yeah.
I mean, like, the fact that I had a cheddar sausage and I could just dunk it into my Bloody.
Dude, that's so good. And that's like a breakfast food too, right? Sausage?
Oh, huge breakfast food.
If they were sweet a little bit, that's a breakfast sausage.
Well, they
maple
had
syrup.
Don't give it away.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. I saw some other photos.
Yeah, you didn't see shit.
No, I don't know.
I don't know what you're talking about. And I watched the Twins lose to the Nationals. So that was a bummer.
Yeah, good game though, or
no? It was awful. It was 30 fucking degrees.
Oh yeah, that's no fun. It's been a bit of a bit chilly.
It's been chilly here. Imagine going more north.
No fun.
No good. We left at the top of the 8th, and like there was what was really smart about that ballpark was they had heat lamps everywhere. So like where there's those standing areas, just the heat, like the driving range heat lamp, and then on the 2nd and 3rd levels there were little bar areas that you could go in that were closed off.
Nice.
And you could just enter and exit, like there were mini club areas that were heated.
Good, that's real smart.
So they knew, like, hey, we're not going to put a roof on it, but we're going to make it tolerable for people who want to be here when it is actual Minnesota.
Yeah, that's a smart idea.
Yeah.
It's like they thought about it.
But it's weird. Oh, we're back.
Here we are.
Yay! We had a little malfunction, and now we're rolling again.
Yeah. Different camera, I think.
Different camera. You might be able to see a little bit of a difference.
Different camera, same guys.
Same guys. Just as not horny with our low T levels. We're little cuck boys. Target, it was just shocking. I'm like, I asked somebody when I was there, I was like a fellow, like a Minnesotan, I was like, you guys have the field, but like, you're in Minnesota, why isn't there a roof? It's like, oh, we really like the outside.
Yeah, just a bunch of hunters up there. We like it, feels real good.
We don't mind the cold there, eh? And I was like, but you should. You definitely should mind the cold.
It'd be a lot better for your team. Be a lot more attendance would be greater.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but we like the critters that just run in and out. You know, got like everyone wears camo in there too.
Like, oh yeah, Jerry he runs on the field every game in April. No one seems to find him.
Yeah.
All camo.
They have moose running around the field.
It was definitely a cool park, but like, I was like, but the roof, and they were just like, nope, just so defensive. And I'm like, I said like other places like your that are temperate like you have roofs. They're like, nope, no roof, no siree.
Just really against roofs out there.
Just against all of it. I was like, all right, okay.
Roof elitists.
Yeah. So how was your week and stuff?
Oh, it was pretty good. I went to a wedding over the weekend, it was pretty nice. I like weddings. Do you like weddings?
It's hit or miss. Depends on who is getting married.
Yeah, that's a big factor. This was I like weddings. It was a good one.
Okay.
Got well lubricated, and I'd never seen this before. When you walk in, they had birds there. They had 3 different people.
Yeah.
There was 2 falcons, and there was 1 owl that you can go take not just a photo with, but you can get like your little like that leather glove. And you get to... I already brought a leather glove. I was ready. But,
yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. I didn't know about that. And then that was really cool. I got a picture with the owl.
What's the appearance fee for a bird?
I really don't know, but I'm sure it was way more expensive than what it should have been.
Okay.
It seems like it looked like it was going to be expensive.
Sure.
Because these people came from, I think, the zoo or something. I'm not sure. At least the animals did. I'm not sure where the people came from.
Well, what if it wasn't a zoo? It was just like, oh yeah, I got this owl in my backyard.
Yeah, this freelance owl dude comes out. Yeah.
Is there like a bird mic that these people have to go to really like climb the ladder?
Yeah, this guy's doing like pro bono, like falconry. Yeah, I'm not sure what you got to do to like climb to the top of the owl game. But dude, it was really cool.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize like I like owls a lot more than I like falcons. Yeah.
Josh Jung just hit another home run. The Rangers extend their lead over the Reds 5-1.
Nice. Dude, this podcast is great except whenever we talk about the Reds. No, they've gone through a rough patch, but
I know, I'm totally with you. It's like now we're on week 5 of the season, and I'm like, we can maintain positive, huh?
Yeah, we keep talking about those 1-run losses a whole bunch.
A whole bunch, and just keep having our hearts broken.
Mm-hmm.
But and then looking at stuff on the internet, it's like MLB ERA leaders: number 1, Sonny Gray; number 2, Luis Castillo. And we have to be like, dude, this is fine. This is totally fine. If we tried and put some money into the team last year, we would definitely not be good this year.
Yeah, it's a tough pill to swallow.
One. It's a bunch. But yeah, so you got to pet an owl.
Yeah, it was great. I got to put on like that. They had that leather glove for you to wear
that you brought from home.
Yeah, I brought it from home. All right, he's like, I got my own. Thank you. But I didn't realize that falcons versus owls. Owls were like they just ruled. No one wanted to take pictures with the falcons. Like no one wanted to. Like the owl was the one that everyone wanted to get a photo with.
Sure.
Then there's like these angry falcons that were just there.
Well, from the years 2009 to 2012. If you had thick-rimmed glasses, you probably also had a tattoo of an owl on your body.
Most likely.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Did you met all those people in college who were like, yeah, so I've been listening to a lot of Passion Pit, and you're like, okay, and then they're like, have you seen my owl tattoo? And then you hear from across the other side of the house party, yeah, I have an owl tattoo too! And then they bond.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they make shitty kids.
Who's talking about owl tattoos? Who?
Yes.
There we go.
There it is.
And I took out my Tootsie Roll Pop as I was saying it.
Did you pull it out of your ass?
Yeah, right on my ass. How many licks, baby?
Yeah. I'll go, and I'm taking my leather glove with me.
Hey, was that Tootsie thing there at the end when it went in? Nah, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
But yeah, dude, the owl was really cool. The falcons were intimidating, but I got a new profile picture for sure.
Yeah, you do. You need to be like King Narcissist and paint yourself holding that falcon, but then medieval like.
Ooh, yeah, I could really doctor that up. Yeah.
Yeah. If you don't, I'll actually be disappointed.
Yeah, you should be. Yeah, I'll do something with that photo because I don't have too many owl photos, of me.
Yeah. You mostly just have like no owl photos, no this one now falcon photo. Lots of bald eagle photos.
I got way too many bald eagle photos. Yeah. I got a bunch of tit birds. That's a real bird.
Yeah, it is.
Starlings. I got way too many of those. I need to really diversify all the feathered friends I take photos with.
Aren't tit birds? They are local. They're like more like regionally East Coast.
Correct.
And this house, I think there's a lot of tits in this house.
There's a bunch of like tits in this house.
Tits in this house. Four nice tits right here. I'll tell you that. Mm-hmm. But yeah. So like, you showed me that postcard of like the hand drawn tit. That was really cool. The bird.
Yeah. They gave us all like cards that had like our birds on there that I had a tit bird.
Yeah. Well, then you also have all those pictures of you with dead bald eagles that you then cooked.
Yeah, that's like something I got on Instagram. Follow that. It's called deadbaldeagles.com. And then, it's this fun project that we're doing. I'm working with the Parks Project. We're just trying to bring a bunch of bald eagles together that are dead and just kind of like make a pile of them. So a pile of dead bald eagles.
Oh, that's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really glad that you're doing this. It is a passion project, and
I've got no backing so far, so it's just me doing this all on my own. Love of the game.
Yeah, you haven't got any backing from Tucker Carlson yet?
Not yet. We're reaching out.
Yeah, he has some free time.
He does have some free time now.
Yeah, he might be able to help out. Maybe Don Lemon too.
I think so. Get them together. How about with my dead bald eagle stuff?
Yeah. Show that they're true patriots. You know? That's what I would do.
But yeah, the wedding, it was a good wedding. It was fun. Got sauced and hung out with some birds. They had hors d'oeuvres. Dude, they were fucking walking around with like plates of food. It was awesome. Little snacks. The first thing they walked around with was tortellini, a bunch of pesto on it. So it was like like the skewers, and they had just pasta on there, which is like you don't expect pasta on skewers.
No.
So that was good, and they had this other thing that came around. It was essentially like an adult pizza roll. That's what it tasted like. And marinara was like a fried ball. It had like some meat and some mozzarella. It was so good. It was a good wedding. I love weddings.
See, it just depends. Like, if it's like people I really thoroughly love and I enjoy, and I'm like either in it or like I'm very close to those people, I'm gonna have a great time. Like, my friends are coming in from out of town I haven't seen, and like we're all getting together because there's the lead up to the wedding, and then the day after the wedding when you hang out, you're like, oh, I'm so dead.
That's great too.
That's always the best. So like, but then if it's just like an acquaintance that I'm not really close with, I'm like, I have to buy him a gift.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. It's just like a daunting thing. Like, I got that thing to go to.
It sucks. It just eats up most of your Saturday. Your checking your watch. Like, when can I fucking leave? That whole thing. Yeah. But so that just varies. But this sounds like it's a wedding that you really liked and wanted to be at. So I'm very happy for you.
Same.
How much dancing did you do?
I did a fair amount. I really kind of relegate like how I dance to just pretty much just shoulders, and I don't move my bottom half that much. Yeah. I try to be on the dance floor for a long time, so I'm mostly just doing this a lot, just kind of in your own beat. So I would say I was out there for, the majority of the night.
Okay.
But I'm not moving as aggressively as I once was.
I gotcha. Yeah. No, that happens when you start having low T. And you're really just a sad sack.
Don't want to blow out my owl arm.
my falcon fingers. I don't want to do that. Well, it sounds like you had a great time celebrating love. There were a few new celebrations that entered into the picture this week from a couple teams. One of them being the Tigers. Did you see that celebration?
No.
It is just this guy. He hit a homer. I forget who it was for the Tigers. He put on the Red Wings hockey helmet and then pulled out a hockey stick and then just shot with it.
Oh yeah.
So stupid.
Did he have an actual hockey puck or anything?
No, they just had the stick in the dugout. And he's just like, I'm just shooting nothing.
Oh, that's great. They're going to be so much more intricate, like all these celebrations. They're dressing them up now. Oh, that's hilarious.
The Mariners have a trident.
That looked pretty tight.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
King of the Seas. I was like, this is sick. I'm really into it. Because they have like 3 celebrations now. They also have like the Imperial officer's helmet that's painted yellow and blue. And then I saw the worst home run celebration on Tuesday.
Tell me about it.
It was Tampa. Literally, they just go into the dugout. They make a tunnel, like when we were kids playing rec soccer, and they go through, and then the guy just goes at the end,
like rips his shirt off?
Just doesn't even, just opens up his arms. He's like, yeah! And everybody spanks him on the way through the tunnel.
That sounds like that's a work in progress. They're going to have to update that.
Yeah. Well, my thing is that the Rays' budget did not allow for them to buy props.
Yeah. They're doing Moneyball on their celebrations as well.
Call it Selly Ball?
It's Selly Ball, yeah.
Selly Ball, because I'm not buying it. So I thought that was very interesting in this week, because there wasn't a whole lot of new news. No new updates on our possum friend in Oakland. He's still on the loose.
Yep.
He's still pissing and shitting in the walls.
He's on the lam right now. He's running around.
And Oakland was set. They finally announced, they're like, we're leaving. We're going to Las Vegas.
We're getting out of here.
Yeah.
It's his spot now. This is his stadium. These are his rules.
His rules. Eventually, there will just be all possums at the Oakland Coliseum.
The All-Possum League.
Oh, possum, all possum. And then, okay. My watch heard me say all parts of, it just says, this is what Siri just heard, all parts of the open policy on all possum, opossum. Whatever. No fucking clue on that one.
Thanks, Siri.
Thank you. And then the Cubs almost had a perfect game. Smiley, it's the bottom of the 8th, or top of the 8th. Smiley's going to his right, trying to get a ground ball. Jan Gomes is trying to go up with him because it was barely hit. And then Jan Gomes just fucking tackles him.
Yeah, that was difficult. Do you think they would have, even if they would have made that play like cleanly, if they wouldn't have collided, do you think they would have made the out at first? It looked like it would have been really close from my perspective.
I think it would have just been close. Jan Gomes is such a good catcher defensively. I think he probably would have got him.
Yeah, I was thinking, like, when I was watching it, I felt like the pitcher kind of, like, made, like, a slight hesitation, like he was peeling away for Gomes to make the play, but then just at the last second just kind of decided to. It was all, like, a very fluid play. Like, I don't think they would have got him, most likely, but, I mean, that definitely seemed like a catcher's ball.
Yeah, I agree with you. The pitcher should be doing absolutely nothing in any of those types of situations.
Yeah, he was definitely, like, just running away. It would have been a lot more difficult for him to, like, be able to make that throw than the catcher. But, yeah, I mean, he had a great game up until that point.
Right up until that.
That was rough.
That was brutal. Yeah, and also that's just, like, the most Cubs way to lose a perfect game.
Yeah, and you got some dude just, like, hanging on your back. Just, like, the photo of it just didn't look too good.
Yeah, he's just like, I got you, buddy. No, we're going to just hug it out.
Mm-hmm.
Poor Smiley. And he was pitching poorly until that game, and then it was just like, there's the highlight of my career.
Right there.
Right fucking there. Just Jan Gomes trying to suck my dick on the field. God, fucking crazy. What is crazy and was very unexpected, the Hunter Greene extension.
Yeah, that was great, dude. It's awesome. He went out and, collected himself and threw a pretty nice game. After that, I think, like...
Yeah, he 6 innings, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, or 1 earned run, and, like, 9 fucking Ks. I've got it right here. Just give me one second.
Yeah. That was awesome that they extended him. That seemed to be like something you wanted to see happen. And out of all the stuff going on, that's at least something you get excited about.
Very excited. He had 6 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. So that's a nice way to bounce back after being drilled in the shin.
Yeah, he was off a little bit with that. Yeah, it was good to see him come back, do well. And, I'm excited to see how Hunter Greene develops.
Dude, I fucking love this contract. I thoroughly love this contract.
Let's go over the contract. What is it again? How many years?
It's through 2029, or it's through 2028 with 2029 being a club option. What's really great is how it escalates. So this year his base salary is $1 million. Next year it goes up to $3 million, and then 25 it goes up to $6 million. 26 it goes up to $8 million. 27 is a big jump. It goes up to $15 million. 28 $16 million, and then 2029 is a club option of $21 million with a $2 million buyout if they pass on it. So what that means is you are banking. So they looked at his pre-arb and they said, we'll buy out all of your arbitration years. Mm-hmm. So that way it's just stuck there. We'll look at like where you could be during arbitration and say, this is the number, and we're sticking to it. Because like if you look at it in 2020 when the Reds went to arbitration with Bauer, he got $21 million in arbitration. Mm-hmm. So to say your last year, if you're looking at Hunter Greene and you're saying like, look, you could be leaving $6 million on the table. There's potentially that, whatever. But at least you're guaranteed because you don't know what could happen in ARB year 1, ARB year 2, ARB year 3. Like it's set. You know what you're making. Yeah. And it also has a ton of escalators and incentives, like $2 million for Cy Young, $1 million for second or third place, $750,000 for fourth or fifth, $500,000 for each 60th. What? That's interesting. Oh, that's right. It's just an error from what I copied. 6th to 10th place for Cy Young, and then $200,000 if he goes to the All-Star game,
and $5,000 for being a good kisser.
Yeah, what other ones do you think are in there?
I don't know, like good sportsmanship. I think like great at just telling stories is a good one.
Yeah.
They could have something along the lines of like an extra $10,000 like per, like they make their own clubs on the team, like they have a book club, something like that.
He gets an extra $7,000 for having the softest hands.
Yeah, softest hands award.
Yeah, least, cleanest sneakers goes to Hunter Greene. But no, I do like that a lot, knowing that, like, you know, who knows what an elite starting pitcher is going to be making in 2027.
Yeah, things will change pretty quickly, and it's also good, like just mentally for him to just kind of like just know, like, okay, this thing is kind of out of the crawl space in the back of my head, and just kind of see like the pieces start to like fall together because there's a lot of other people. Well, there's a handful of other people in the organization here that will probably be getting some contracts here too. I just want to see how it all starts like just falling.
Sure.
Yeah.
Knowing that like they said, hey, we're committed to you. Here's how this is going to work. This is how we're set up. You're going to be in it for the long haul. We want you here. This is the Reds also taking a risk because this is all guaranteed. And they're saying, look, he's already had Tommy John. He's got a clean delivery. Like, he's in a great spot. There's stuff to work on, obviously. But knowing that he's going to be in it for the long haul. And the Reds saying, we're committed. This shows you they are building and buying into the core that they've developed.
Yeah, this is exciting. I like seeing it.
Yeah, and the fact that you can't say that the Reds did nothing this year when they locked up one of baseball's brightest and biggest young stars.
Yeah, this is a big thing for the Reds. So this is definitely a positive. Amongst all the other negative stuff, this is still a positive week.
It's a big one. Yeah, I mean, we knew what we were getting into going into this year. Like, you said 68 wins. I said 69. Nice. And right now the Reds are on target to win 55 games if they keep this pace. I don't think this pace is going to stay up. This has been a tough patch in the schedule. But overall, I mean, like, you do have to walk away feeling good and knowing that they are actually spending money and then people are like, sell the team. Well, guess what? They had a plan and they're sticking to it. So it's really nice to see. A lot of risk. I mean, who knows what could happen, where he'll be in 3 years, but... Yeah,
time will tell to see how good this deal turns out to be. I'm excited.
Yeah, I was even thinking, like, this could almost be groundwork for Lodolo, too. And then I looked at my watch during this, and the Reds are already losing to the Rangers 5-1. So, Lodolo, ever since Hunter Greene signed this contract, Nick Lodolo has been dog shit.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what's going on with him. It's not something that's a big concern. I know a lot of these guys are kind of getting figured out a little bit. They've had a bit more familiarity with the teams they're playing, so they've got a sheet on the guys here that know how they're going to pitch. Yeah. So it's getting a bit more difficult. But
sure,
Lodolo I don't think has been as sharp as what he was.
No, I was in the second row behind home plate for that game on Tuesday. Mm-hmm. And first inning, I'm just sitting there and I'm like, and that's like, these 640 starts right now are tough. Like the shadows, it's hard. I was like not being that close. I was like, holy shit, I can't see anything. So like I'm just a fat guy who tells fart jokes. These guys are professional hitters. If I can't barely see when I'm that close, I can't even imagine how they could see it. Mm-hmm. So, but then after that second inning, and when he started getting fucking shelled, and that shadow moved, it was just flat.
Yeah, that's not good. I mean, his pitches, if he's off a little bit, that's no bueno.
No.
And also, like with Hunter Greene too, it seems like he's trying to work in like more of his changeup, but it feels like the offense knows about Hunter Greene at this point, and they're really being able to attack him. So it seems like, our younger pitchers, they aren't unknowns anymore. Well,
you get 3 starts, you get some film. It's all about making your adjustment here. And Lodolo has just been off and flat. I don't know what's going wrong mechanically, if there's something with his follow through, or he's got a bad release point. I haven't checked those numbers or seen anything in that department. But if you're staying that flat, if it's that flat, there's got to be something that you're not snapping right off to ask the doctor and see what's up and get a full analysis for us.
Yeah, that would be good.
It'd be good to have that. If I have that information available, I'm going to get it for you guys because I'm committed to the bit. But this week was fucking brutal. The Reds won 1 game since last Monday, and we're recording this on Monday. They lost 2 out of 3 to the Rays and 4-game sweep by the Pirates. Now, to be fair, those are 2 of the hottest teams in baseball right now.
The Pirates are looking great.
They're at the first place in the National League.
Yeah, and they have Cruz out with Yeah, those games are rough, but the teams that are playing have been playing some really nice ball.
Yeah, and look, we don't need to fully go in and break down every single one of these games. We know what's going on here. Ashcraft, the highlights for us, the highlights, again, are Ashcraft is doing what he's supposed to be doing. He didn't have it fully, but he still pitched. I think he still pitched. Yeah, 5 innings, 3 hits, 2 earned runs, 3 walks, 4 Ks. That's extremely serviceable for your third starter.
Yeah, and that happened all in the first or second inning. It seems like all their runs that the defense is getting against the Reds seems to be coming early on.
Yeah,
and it's they're pressing.
It was in the second inning, and then you had Jabot give up another run for the Pen, but yeah, an earned run, and then Derek Law gave up a run, but it wasn't earned. So yeah, they're getting on them early. They're figuring it out early, but still, 2 runs should not mean that you're not going to win this game.
Yeah, there hasn't been a lot of offense helping teams out, and the pitching, there has been some, obviously been struggles, but when the offense isn't helping at all, it doesn't matter how well you're going to throw if you can't put a run across the plate.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was pretty brutal. They had some 1-run losses. They had a lot of good stuff happen, but they are definitely in a little bit of a funk right now. I don't want to call it a slump or anything. It just seems like they're pressing a lot.
I genuinely feel bad for Levi Stout.
Levi Stout?
Yeah, he made his on Wednesday. He made his major league debut. Goes out there, pitches 4 innings, gives up 9 hits, 7 earned runs,
Ooh.
1 walk, 3 Ks. The crazy part is he only gave up 1 home run out of all of those, and he gave up 6 runs in the first, and then 1 run in the third. If he didn't have that bad of a first inning, it would be manageable. But you can't give up 6 runs in an inning.
Woof.
Very bad. Fucking terrible. Poor guy.
Yeah. Poor guy.
That'd be you're dreaming. This is what I've been working towards. This is what I'm gonna do. You go out, you walk on stage, and then someone actually throws tomatoes at you.
Oh, it'd be awful. You have to stay up there the entire time. Oh, I thought this would be something different. It's no, this is happening. It's the worst thing you could imagine.
This is it. This is awful. And what's even more heartbreaking is just the result being, losing 3-4, 2-4, 1-2, 0-2 to the Pirates, where it's you were in distance to make it happen. But you look up and down this lineup right now, and you are questioning who's going to do it.
Yeah, there's been a lot of cold bats. There's been some people that have been doing a consistent job. Spencer Steer's been doing fairly consistent. India as well, but even India seeing pressing a little bit. They're all always trying to make up runs, but there's not a lot of people standing out at this point that are really chomping away at those runs.
No. When you have an offense that combined for the week, this offense is batting 186 with a negative 1.4 WAR.
Yeah, you're not going to win games with that.
No, you are
gotta score some runs every once in a while.
No, when your entire lineup is negative with wins above replacement, who is replacing them? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's and also you're rocking a 30.9 K rate too, with a BABIP of 276. Yikes! And it is literally everybody except for 2 people that are not hitting. Look, I get that you mentioned Spencer Steer.
Mm-hmm.
Steer was hurt for a little bit of last week. He had a quad. And it was a hamstring and calf. It was something when he slid. He jammed all that up. But this past week is just wild with Jonathan India batting 200 after hitting 490 for the past 2 weeks. 200. Stevenson 261. Rake Fraley .045.
Dude, so ice cold right now.
Stuart Fairchild, that sweet, sweet boy, 158. Will Myers, 115. Nick Senzel, 190.
Brutal, baby. It is brutal, but this is kind of what you and everyone else has been expecting. But there's gonna be some rough patches throughout this season, and we're in it. We're in it right now.
We're in it right now. Probably this is gonna be a short one. As you can tell, it's like, oh boy, we're trying. But like, dude, there have been hot spots. Like TJ Friel, dude, has been on fire and continues to be on fire this week. Last week he was batting .304, 360 on base percentage, 348 slugging, which that would be a little higher. But as a guy in the 2-hole who's getting on, fuck yeah.
He's disrupting things when it comes to the plate. He gets the infield kind of a little bit, off kiltered a bit. Is he going to lay a bunt down? Is he going to shoot one in the gap? He's got, home run power too a bit. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, seeing him come up to the plate, that's a guy that's really exciting.
Yeah, I mean, that was my question to you. Is like, does him being able to lay that bunt down do anything for you?
Absolutely. Okay. I think when you see... Just having that ability to get into the heads of the opposing team, that for sure can at least change something up with the starting pitcher or just the pitcher for the other team, and they change up what they're doing. And a lot of times that's not like something that you can see play out by numbers, but it really can affect the course of a game when a pitcher knows that you can lay one down. The infield has to come in. I think we've seen it a few times before where, infield is in a bit and they'll shoot one, it's like through the middle, do something to where, they'll make stuff happen. When you have the ability to lay something down, lay a bunt down, that does really change things up.
You don't think he's just being a little bitch?
No.
You don't think he's being a little bitch?
I don't think so.
No, I don't either. I think it's great. I do love that his game is that versatile. And the doubles power you talked about, 100%. I think he has played his way to say that TJ Friel is your everyday left fielder.
I'd say so.
I think that's something you can mark in pen, and then you can leave, and you go, he is safe. We can move forward with him.
Yeah.
Jose Barrero has been hot, too, for considering, like, how awful he was last year. Mm-hmm. And the start of this year for him. So he is batting, in this week, .258, 364, 333 slugging. You know what? Not bad.
No, and think about, too, again, where he came from and how frequently he was swinging at everything. He was an easy out.
Yeah.
Now the pitchers have to approach it a little bit differently. He's seeing a lot more, balls come across the plate. And yeah, so it's been exciting watching him develop.
Yeah. It's crazy? Through all of this entire week, you have one full week of baseball. How many home runs do you think the Reds hit in that 1 week span?
Dude, I think it has to have been just like, 2, maybe?
Half.
1. Oh my God.
That's the thing, man. There isn't like a bopper. There isn't somebody in here where I'm like, look, like Tyler Stevenson has doubles power and he has power that like that he can mature into. I get that. Jonathan India is going to be a guy who's going to be 370, 380 on base percentage. Not a massive power guy. I look through this lineup and I'm like, who the fuck is hitting home runs?
I mean, we were anticipating like it being like a Will Myers or somebody like that, but yeah, a lot of the swings, the bat pass that a lot of the Reds players have don't necessarily go towards a long ball. It's mostly like doubles, gaps, stuff like that. Which, I mean, I think, seeing 3 singles strung together for a run is more exciting than, one big home run. But having that ability to have one person in your lineup or several that, when there's guys on base, you can quickly cash in for a few RBIs. But that's an elusive player for the Reds right now.
Yeah, you need a bopper, and so far that isn't in this lineup. Maybe Joseph Daniel Votto comes back and returns to his 2021 form, but you don't know when he's coming back. He said his swing isn't all the way there yet, so who the fuck knows? And another thing, man, with this, looking at the stretch of this week, Thursday, the Reds have their first day off in 21 days.
Wow.
That's nuts.
Yeah, that's very stressful to work that many consecutive days.
Yeah, and also they're pressing. They even said in press conferences, Rake was like, yeah, dude, of course we're pressing. We want to score runs. We want to win games. India said, yeah, of course we do. We're pressing. And David Bell's like, yeah, well, when you lose a bunch of one-run games, you start questioning yourself and and if you are pushing, and these guys will admit to you that they are pushing, and then those two other people admit it. So, look, they just need to go home, have a day off, sit in their jammies in front of their TV, eat some cereal, jack off.
Rub it out, watch your shows, get caught up.
Touch your gems.
Mm-hmm.
Be it your balls or pocket gems, Jonathan India. We know you're a gems guy. And do that. And just chill and not think about baseball. And go out to Oakland and catch us a possum.
Get that possum.
Get the possum.
Come back with a possum.
Come back with what?
That's going to be the Oakland A's, I think, celebration. They take a possum by the tail and swing it around.
Home runs.
Watch him.
Watch it. And then someone's just grossed out by how waxy the tail is.
Oh, yeah, it's got pine tar in the tail.
No. This is so gross. And someone just drowns it in the Gatorade tub.
So, that's great. When they go to dump the Gatorade on a player at the Oakland A's, a bunch of dead possums fall out of it.
Oh, how'd you get tetanus? The possum bucket.
Yeah, I played for the A's for a while.
Played for the A's. There is a bright spot here, man. And the bright spot for me has been the bullpen. Over the past week, the Reds bullpen have a 9.47 Ks per 9 and a 2.10 ERA combined.
Yeah, that's getting lost in all of the losses that are coming up here. But yeah, the bullpen is really done. They've made some really good improvements here.
Yeah, they actually were like. Well, the thing is that if the game is out of reach by a run or 2 runs, they don't blow it. And because they're like, it won't be our fault this time.
They seem way more relaxed throwing in the behind the situation.
Yeah. Instead of just being like, this time it can't be our fault.
Yeah. So we'll see how that trends once the Reds have a bit of a break here and can come back and be more competitive.
You're playing a really good Texas Rangers team this week.
Yeah.
They really dodged the bullet. They aren't seeing DeGrom. Mm-hmm. They are, however, seeing Nathan Eovaldi right now. Tomorrow they see Martin Perez. No, I've got it backwards. Sorry. They see John Gray tomorrow and Martin Perez on Wednesday. Not easy going, but I hope they take 2 out of 3. They just get off getting just totally screwed. I need to check that game right now. I'm going to check it real quick. Update. Rangers are winning 6-4, and it's the end of the 4th.
Hey, we got some runs there.
Yeah, I bet that the game would be under 8.5 runs. It's the 4th. That didn't happen. But the big thing for the bullpen, Lucas Sims is back.
Yeah, it's great.
It's huge. I mean, he's pitched 2 games, 1 2/3 innings. He's given up 1 hit, 1 walk, 1 K. But he's a guy that you're like, you have him penciled in and you go, 8th inning.
Yeah.
Write it in pen.
That's a good thing that you're talking about. Just having a lot of those unknowns be known. Just be able to have just less stuff to have to worry about.
Yeah.
You know?
You are guaranteed to be like, Lucas Sims is this guy I can depend upon when he is not hurt. Done. Go to. Perfect. I know my 8th and 9th inning if I'm winning. Mm-hmm. So, it's good to see. Ellie De La Cruz is back. Did you see that crazy over-the-shoulder basket catch?
Yeah, just on my cell phone.
Dude, what do you mean? Just like,
well, I didn't have it was driving here. I was I'm trying to see it. So I saw it, but not really.
Yeah, well, I mean, you saw it. I mean, it's a crazy over the shoulder basket catch. I mean, can't wait to see him up here.
Dude's an athlete.
Dude's a beast. So CES is back. Carlos Encarnacion-Strand. That's a guy you hope to see hits homers in AAA. So then he comes up to play first.
Yeah, it's good to see these guys are putting up some nice numbers in their respective teams. So that's good, and hopefully they keep trending that way because it'll be exciting.
Yeah.
And hopefully later on in the year when maybe they can be up, playing for the Reds. Yeah. That'd be nice.
We're getting there. And then Matt McLean's on fire too. These are all dudes where you're like, all right, if you aren't going to hit up here, you got to go back down and figure it out while these kids are hitting down there. I mean, it's just we're at that point.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like you're going to make a wrong move, like sending somebody down or bringing somebody up. It's not, hopefully this provides more incentive for the people that are actually, on the team right now to do something, because there's plenty of people to take your spot.
Yeah. Yeah, no kidding. All right, Will Myers, you can sit on the bench for a little bit. Mm-hmm. The Louisville Bats now have a new pitcher, and Andrew Abbott. Look, Keith Wall was on a pod on Friday with DVR on The Athletic, and he said straight up, he's like, there's no reason to have him in AAA. He needs to be in the majors. He pitched 4 years in college. Mm-hmm. Why not have him with the big club? Do you think that Andrew Abbott, the guy who struck out 13 guys in a game, is better than Luis Cessa right now?
Yes.
Why not have him up here?
Yeah, they're running out of reasons not to. I know we're talking about having people develop, in AAA and all that, but, we'll see how things kind of go with the Reds over the next couple series here. But, I mean, you're running out of reasons why you can't have some of these people come up and get the experience.
Yeah. I mean, you see it with, my big thing has always been Brandon Williamson. He'd be another guy that is similar to Lodolo, who is a college product. But he still hasn't found his control in AAA. So you're like, shit, we can't bring him up. But they brought up Stout. It was a sacrificial lamb. Mm-hmm. You have zero reason not to bring up Andrew Abbott. It's silly that he has to make a start in Louisville. When Luis Cessa can go right back to the pen, or he can go right back to the pen, and he can be the 7th inning guy or 6th inning guy where he was successful.
Yeah, I understand wanting to have these young dudes develop in the minors, but I mean you can't. I don't want to see like another game where we're having a position player throw for the Reds and stuff. It's so bad. It's
embarrassing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good on it. I don't need that shit in my life anymore. And so if this is a year about development, show it, prove it, do it, bring up the boy.
Bring him up.
Bring up the boy.
Bring up the boy.
Bring up the boy. Let's round third and head for home.
Let's do it.
What do you have this week?
I have, and I wrote it down here.
Yes, you did, like a smart, good man.
And then I made sure to post it on my Instagram, and then I fucked up all the dates because I'm fucking... Okay, I got Motor coming up this Thursday. I'll be closing that one out, so Motor in Cincinnati. And then if you're going to be in Lansing, Michigan, I'll be up there Friday. Bloomington on Sunday. And then I got some other Cincy gigs coming up at the Comet on the 27th of next month. 28th, Go Bananas. And then, Limestone will be June. First week of June.
That's so exciting.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Wait, the first week of June?
I fucked up the dates. It's all one off.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
I'm an idiot.
No, you're not. It's just funny. It was a bit. We'll say it was a bit.
It's perfect. It's right on here.
It's a bit. I don't have anything on the calendar at the moment. So just come watch me eat foods on the internet. Mm-hmm. That's fun. But yeah, if anything pops up, everything's in flux with the shows I'm running. So we'll figure it out. But yeah, thank you to Sports Drink for existing or whatever. Go to intheclutch.com. We have a whole bunch of cool Homer celebration tees. They're sick. Use the promo code NASTYBOYS. All caps. Get 10% off. And thank you to High Green Brewing. I will be by this week to pick up beer so we can figure out our drinking game.
Yeah, I'm going to have to prep for that.
Yeah,
it's going to be a difficult one.
It's going to be a tough one. So, as always, go Red Legs.
Go Red Legs.